Hi, Scorpio, and welcome to our 12 house spread for the second half of October. Let's get into it. Scorpio, in your first house of identity and everything that makes you you. Oh, wow, beautiful, Scorp. You have the Ace of Cups. So, this is telling us that your sense of self at the moment, your identity, your essence is really being deeply fulfilled by something. I don't know what you're doing externally or internally or both, but this is a cup that fills itself back up. So it's deep, deep fulfillment, great inspiration, really positive. So perhaps you're doing some special work on yourself. Let's see what our clarifier says.
Yeah. Uh, it's the Ace of Cups. What?
What are you doing, Scorpio?
Yeah. What are you
Scorpio,
doing? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Oh, there's
how
something.
fulfilled are you? How could you be any more fulfilled?
Yeah. What are you
So
doing here
full.
reading this? You don't need us.
You don't need to be here.
That's awesome.
Confirmation for
So,
your path.
yeah. There's a really good path happening for you, Scorpio. And because the cups are to do with emotions, there's something emotionally fulfilling you. It's not just about work or relationships only. There's something combining to give you that holistic enjoyment. So yeah, let's
Mm.
see what happens in the rest of the reading.
I feel like you're falling in love with yourself in a really good way. Self-fulfilling positive prophecy.
Mm.
Second house. Oh, very exciting. Scorpio, you have the Knight of Wands. This is landing in your second house of resources, what you're resourced with to bring about your abundance, your wealth, your prosperity. So, what you're resourced with in terms of your skills, gifts, talents, and abilities. You have the Knight of Wands. So, this is suggesting that what you're resourced with is a go get 'em attitude. So, the Knight of Wands, he's adventure, he's ready for it, he's about to take off, has no fear, he's a builder, ready for action. So this is the kind of energy that's going to bring about your abundance. What does our clarifier say, Em?
Mm. Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is nurturing energy. She's also pondering what she's already got and wondering how she can make it grow further. And being in that second house of wealth and skills and resources, I think that's kind of connecting to the first house in a way. There's something that you've already grown and you're just wondering, how can I make the most of this now? And it is to do with work because it's the Pentacles. So yeah, it's very positive in that second house, Scorpio.
So exciting, Em.
Mm.
Scorp, in your third house of communications, ideas, thinking, imagination, you have the three in the third house, you have the three of Pentacles. So the three of Pentacles is a work, an achievement of high quality that's getting recognition and the attention that it deserves. So this tells us that there's something around your communication and the communicating of your ideas that's getting attention and is being recognized for its high quality. What's our clarifier say?
Three again, Three of Swords in the third house. The Three of Swords can sometimes be read as heartbreak, but I think it's also to do with don't be afraid of your vulnerability in forming your work and the benefit that you get from this project work or collaboration. Because it's something about having experience and wisdom through some kind of suffering that gives you that edge. You know what you're talking about. You've been through the hard yards, Scorpio. So this is where you could really lean into that learning and use it to benefit you at this time.
Wounded healer, beautiful M. In your fourth house of family, home, all things familiar, chosen family, you have the two of pentacles. So this can be work hard, play hard, trying to bring things back into balance. I get the sense that because the preceding cards are also positive, Scorp, I get the sense that you are balancing home life really well with the other stuff that you've got going on, is just kind of the simple message I'm getting there. What's our clarify say, Em?
So the balancing of priorities and the world card comes up in the fourth house. So I think, and the world card is representative of Capricorn. So that's hard work being paid off. But the balancing, there's also two scepters in her hand as she's standing there or floating there rather. And I think that is just the duality of the universe. Everything has its opposite and everything has a reaction. So it's that maybe looking at that around the home life or what's familiar to you. If something is feeling very comfortable, where can you look to expand and grow? Or if something is feeling too challenging, how can you pull back and get some energy and kind of rest from that experience for yourself, Scorpio?
It also suggests that if you have mastered this balance that M has so beautifully articulated, that you're coming into a beautiful phase of completion around family, chosen family, and how you feel at home in the world. So really exciting. In your fifth house, Scorp. Ooh, beautiful. Page of Wands. So the fifth house is all about creative expression. It's ruled by Leo, so it's where you shine your light, where you get attention. It's your inner child and allowing that to come through. So the Page of Wands is very much in keeping with this house. The Page of Wands, he follows his enthusiasm. So I just get the sense that you, perhaps there's a project or something that you're building, you're very enthusiastic about it, and it's got a lot of momentum. It's getting some attention, and you're not shy. You're kind of getting a bit out there with it. What's our clarifier say? And maybe he's playful with it too, is what I'm getting, which is nice.
Yeah, yeah. What? It's the Page of Wands.
What are you doing, Scorpio? What is happening? Why?
That's so random. So
You are amazing.
yeah. I'm just like reflecting what you were saying there, Fran, about that, excitement and playfulness and the enthusiasm. And I think double Page of Wands in the same house is saying, look at where you're having fun, Scorpio. But the Wands is also fire, and you are considered the fieriest of the water signs. So there's something about leaning into your passion, and how do you express yourself creatively that's giving you that real fulfillment and satisfaction in the first house that we saw with the double Ace of Cups too. Good stuff.
Wow, beautiful. In your sixth house, do not be alarmed. In your sixth house of work, your capacity to make good choices, discrimination, discernment, you've got the Three of Hearts. I get the feeling just straight off, this is something that you're healing from, and a bit like what Em was saying before, that this healing, because this is the second time we've had the Three of Hearts for school. Yeah, thank God.
Three of
That
Swords.
sorry, Three of Swords, not Three of Hearts, Three of Swords.
That's all right.
The healing that you've done is really serving you well in the workplace. You're able to speak from that lived experience. People are like, this person really knows what they're talking about. What's our clarifier say?
Okay, let's see. Well, I can't pull the Three of Swords anymore because I already drew that before. So it's the Nine of Pentacles. So this is one of the most abundant cards in the deck, but it's also pre-Empress energy, which means making things work for you. You've already put in a lot of hard work, like we were just saying, and it's about kind of sitting back and enjoying and luxuriating in what you've built for yourself. But the sixth house is that work and making choices. So I wouldn't be too concerned, Scorpio. I feel like you've already done the hard work, and this is just a reminder. Don't forget you've done that. I wouldn't be surprised if the Seven of Pentacles doesn't emerge later.
And I feel like that healing is really serving you and serving others. Really great. In your seventh house of relationships, you have the Death card. Don't be alarmed. Death is transformation, regeneration, rebirth, restoration, pretty much everything starting with re. And this landing in your seventh house of relationship, this is lovely. Your relationships are going through a very necessary transition, transcendence, a death and a rebirth. So if you just kind of think about a snake shedding its skin, or when you have to give a favorite tree or a plant a bit of a prune so the new life can come through, that's what I'm getting. So there's a burst of new life coming through in your relationships, whether they be intimate partner, deep friendships, business partnership. What's that clarifier say, Em?
And yeah, just on that note, the Death card being you, Scorpio, and it's really exciting because you're all about change. This is the Queen of Wands in the seventh house as a clarifier. So what I'm seeing from this is something you've just been agonizingly tired of repeating itself over and over. You're just like, hurry up and be done with. And that is happening now, or it will be coming up, or recently has happened. And then as a result of that, you're emerging as your unique self. And the Queen of Wands being unafraid to show her true colors and to stand assuredly in your own shoes. You know, no one's going to cause you to waver, or you're not going to be reluctant with anything in your relationships. This is like your chance to start afresh in a way that builds from your previous experiences. So looking really good there.
I love that, Em. And that card always brings forth the phrase, fortune favors the bold. So there you go, Scorp. Take it how it resonates. In your eighth house of transformation, you have the Four of Pentacles. So I get the sense the Four of Pentacles can represent being risk adverse, but I get the sense that this is more about you've built yourself a nice, solid foundation from which to transform. This is your house, the eighth house of transformation, Scorp. So you're very at home here. You're familiar with the deep undercurrents of transformation, you know, making the unconscious conscious, which is what the eighth house is all about, which is what transformation is all about. So I just get the sense that you're comfortable with transformation. You've built yourself a nice, solid platform from which to transform. What's our clarifier say, Em?
Yeah. Oh, you got the Eight of Pentacles. So that's what I meant beforehand. It's 7 or 8, but the Eight of Pentacles reminds you, don't forget of all the work you've already done. All you have to do is look up and see them kind of laying there, the pentacles, and representing your hard work. But in the eighth house, it's that, again, the Four of Pentacles being that stability that you were talking about, Fran. And then this, the Eight of Pentacles saying, yes, you can just take a step back and consider, look what I've done already. I've got that stable foundation. You've done a lot of change already, Scorpio. And in the first house, and which house was it? Oh, in the sixth house. It's just like, look at everything you've done. It's okay. And you can count on yourself to do that hard work. So, yeah.
Really lovely. And I get the sense too, just getting inspiration from you, Em, that hard work paying off, so abundance coming through. Really lovely, Scorp. In your ninth house of higher mind, expansion, travel, woo, beautiful. You've got the best card in the deck. You have the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel that you are coming into an incredible time of expansion. So the ninth house is about expansion, and the Ten of Pentacles is about expansion. It's about abundance. It's really everything you could wish for, hope, and desire. So I feel that this is just an incredibly expansive time for you. I feel that you're growing as a person. I feel that that's reflected in the outer world. Um, it's going to be reflected in your abundance if it isn't already. Really positive, Scorp. What's our clarifier say?
Yeah, so abundance in the ninth house of expansion. Oh, we've got the Queen of Swords. So in this house, the Queen of Swords is about clarity, seeing clear for the first time in a while. She has her head above the clouds. So I feel like, yes, you've been told by us this reading, pay attention to what you've already grown and changed through. And now it's becoming clear. You're like, yes, that's what I can focus on. I don't need to be so hard on myself anymore. And I think that may be the resounding message from this reading.
Beautiful, Em. In your 10th house of career, your contribution to the world, public facing image, your reputation, what you're known for, beautiful card, Four of Wands. So this is a card of completion. It can represent marriage. So perhaps there's somebody in the workplace that you have your eye on. Really positive, it's success. I get this sense that there's a lot of recognition for you at the moment in your career, Scorp, and yeah, you're bringing it home in your career, and it's bringing through abundance for you. What's our clarifier say?
Yeah. Oh, so it's the Nine of Wands. I think this card is often the message can be you're wondering what's left to add into this situation. Maybe I need to add something. Maybe I need to take it away. The character's standing there with one more wand ready to go before the 10, but maybe it's not necessary. And the bandage also indicates that wounded healing too, a wounded warrior feeling like, oh my God, do I really have to push through to the end here? But it's saying it's okay to rest and use that wand as like a prop, like the kind of like a walking stick rather than having to take it away from you and add it to something else. So this could be your resting place. Yeah, and I think that even apparent in the 10th house of others kind of observing you and witnessing that. So yeah, it's a question about what you're modeling as well, and it could be a really healthy opportunity to rest and show others that's okay.
Lovely. In
Mm.
your 11th house of hopes and wishes, ooh,
Mm.
beautiful. You have the High Priestess. So she is a card of deep intuition, endless possibilities. There's no roof above her head, so sky is the limit. So I get the sense that whatever you're wishing for, if it's in alignment with your intuition, you can manifest that. So this strongly suggests wish fulfillment. What's our clarifier say, Em?
Mm. Again, Ace of Pentacles is a wish fulfillment card. So we didn't have this card before, but again, meaning this is the same message. I'm reading loud and clear, Scorpio. It's also an offer coming through. So whatever you've wished for in terms of anything tangible, wealth related or physical, maybe to do with your body or your environment, looks like it will be coming through soon, or it's already happened and you need to pay attention to that, what's come through. Possibly that it's already come through because of the High Priestess card sitting there, and she's got to do with kind of like the underworld of things that aren't immediately known or anything taboo. So yeah, I'm feeling like actually this has already happened and it's just a noticing.
I love that for you, Scorp. In your final house, your 12th house, hello, beautiful. I love it. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Again, where did this show up last time, Em?
In the 6th house.
In the 6th house. So you've got it in the 12th house, Scorp. So the 12th house is the house of spirituality, all things hidden. It's ruled by Pluto. So it's death and rebirth, making the unconscious conscious. So you've got a card of great abundance in your house of spirituality. So this suggests strongly that your spiritual work is really going to yield fruit for you. What does our clarifier say, Em?
Mm. Finally, in this house, we have another ace, the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is speaking your truth. It's victory. It's something coming in that's promising, and the swords are representative of communication and ideas. So I'm feeling like this is just really positive overall. I wouldn't be worried at all about anything for you, Scorpio, this couple of weeks. Not that there ever is anything to worry about, but this is a particularly restful and nourishing time. And I even feel bolstered by seeing this reading. So thanks for that, Scorpio. Thanks for your energy. Yeah, what a lovely reading.
Enjoy it, Scott.